Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone going around the world? If it's your morning, if it's your afternoon, if it's your night, whatever it is for you, I want you to be enjoying it. I'm just getting in the shade a little bit because the sun is out and it is an absolute effing beautiful day in the chilly Queenstown at Arthur's Point, right here in the hot tube. So this morning is just going to be a quickie. It's just going to be something quick, short and sharp to get you started for your day. And obviously it's almost afternoon here today. So what I want to talk about today is, firstly, there's going to be a number of different things, yeah? I'm going to talk about stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to fit in with society and you're losing your power. Hey, how you doing, Ads? Good to have you on, man. Always supporting. Who? Champions, always got the regulars on. And what I want to also talk about, so I want to talk about a few different things, and obviously it's 50 shades of messages. Firstly, goal setting. Then I'm going to talk about why you don't have to stop, you need to stop fitting in with society and losing your way. Let's talk about goal setting first. Firstly, people, with your goals, and you don't call them dreams, they need to be a plan. You need to know what your end goal is, then work backwards. If you're making it up and just say, okay, I want to make up today, but I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, I don't know what I'm doing next week or next month, next year, you're never going to get there. You're going to trip over, you're going to fall, and you're going to fail. Yeah? Hey, good morning, man. How are you? So where people go wrong is, let's just keep it in a year timeline. So you want to know what your year goal is, and then you want to work back from 12 months to 9 months to 6 months to 3, break it down 4 weeks to a week, and then what you're doing today. You need to know what your end goal is, because that keeps your mind hungry, that keeps your mind successful, that keeps your mind, and you know where you're going. And then obviously you can't just jump out to the year, but you work backwards, and then that's how you elaborate on that. So know what your end goal is, always build emotional connection. Don't get me wrong, throughout that year period, your end goal will always change. You will get better, or sometimes you might get worse and you might lose perspective, but let's be positive. You'll get better, you'll evolve, you'll have more knowledge, you'll know what that end goal is, and then you work back and you break it down from steps and so on and so forth. Very, very important, yeah? Another thing with your goals aren't ideas. They're not a new phase, not because someone told you to do them. Your goals need to be that crystal clear, and you need to connect with them on a daily basis so they become part of you. They become part of your DNA. Yeah? With your goals as well, you can put them up like a vision board so you visually connect with them, or you can write them down, whatever works better with you. Yeah? Some people are visual, some people are auditory, they like to hear, some people are kinesthetic, they like to feel. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic, it's an NLP term, yeah? You can learn about that a little bit later. The thing about goal setting as well, you want to know exactly what you're doing today, what you're breaking it down per hour, breaking it down per minute, and then you work backwards. You have a timeline. You need to time block things out. So know what you're doing today, tomorrow, next week, so on, but you always know what your end goal is and you work backwards. Don't keep your ideas in writing trapped in the book and then you close the book and put it away. Put it up on the wall so you're visually walking into it every day. It's smacking you in the face. It's reminding you, because what it is what we call it is a massive action plan, a map, massive action plan. And that's going to realign you every day, every morning. You know what you're doing. So if you're sitting on your ass or you're feeling sorry for yourself or whatnot, you can look at that, boom, it can give you a big smack in the face. Because let's be honest, when you visually see something, it's going to snap you into that state or out of that state automatically, yeah, and that's what it's going to give you, that understanding. But if you've got something, or if you're going to sit there, well, what are my goals? Let's be honest. If you're having a shit day, if you're feeling bad, or if you're struggling, you're not going to sit there and really focus on your goals. It's an idea gets stuck in here, an obsession, you make it like a Michelangelo masterpiece. You put it up everywhere, you're sitting on the toilet, you know, behind the door, put up your goals there, put them on your phone, put them up visually everywhere. Adam Edwards, how are you, my champion brother? I love you, man. Thanks for being on, and everyone else, thank you for being on. We still need to speak, Ads, as well. I'm going to see you in Bali soon, man. I've got some big things. Everyone, go and check Adam D. Edwards. He's a gentleman. He's an absolute cult figure in Melbourne and around the world as well. Awesome stuff. Okay, so let's talk about stop fitting in. Let's talk about you do not need to fit in. What I mean is, you don't need to go around and be rude or disrespectful. You don't need to go around and be someone to push things into people's faces. But what I want to say is, people are losing their character, people are losing their identity because they're fitting in. Oh, Celeste, I just saw that you were on. How are you, my little trooper? Absolutely loved energy. Go and check Celeste out. She's a superstar. So much wholeness coming out of this girl. It's unbelievable. So what it is about people are losing their identity. They're losing their way. They're losing their self and their power because they are fitting in. They're trying to be like the Kardashians, or they're trying to be like whoever, and so on and so forth. You just need to be you. Haha, doing awesome. You are doing awesome. And after I speak to you, you always make me feel awesome. I love the energy and the the love that you give out to everyone, Celeste. Awesome stuff. So when I say to you, the better you get at just being you and not worrying about looking left or looking right, you're just going straight, that is going to lift you up. And the more you are sure of yourself, the more the world will get sure of you. The more you are unsure of yourself, the more the world will be unsure of you. You can rock it. You need to just be you. Yeah? Don't disrespect anyone, but the more you can show up and so on. Let's be honest with you, yeah? Let's look at the ages. Like Hitler and all these other people that, they've done some really bad shit, but because they were so sure of their message, they're so sure of their purpose, they almost destroyed the world, but they had an army following them. If you could do that for good, there are amazing people out there that do that for good. So the more you get at just being you and not worrying about, you do not need to fit in. You do not need to fit in. Look, I know at the start, you might lose a few people, I won't say friends, and so on and so forth, because you're on your own journey. But that's the universe saying to you, they aren't supposed to be in your life. You aren't supposed to be in their life. If they aren't accepting you and supporting your growth and supporting you stepping up, to a higher existence, then that's, and what you might think, oh, geez, I've got no friends. And I'll tell you what, at my journey, it was the crab in the bucket syndrome. I was getting out of security, getting out of bodyguard, getting out of being a Sparky, and all the Christmas parties I didn't get invited to. And they made a page about me. Oh, who's Lee? He thinks he's a big shot. Wank, wank, wank. And who do you think is knocking on my door, sending me messages saying, Lee, man, I want your help. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's all about your journey. You need to just love you. You don't need to worry about anyone else. So stop fitting in, okay? Stop fitting in, so on and so forth. Just going to have a quick drink here because I'm always the Isogenics cleanse. It's my cleanse day today. It's important to cleanse people. Clean your body, all those toxins. Here in New Zealand and that, I think if you cut my skin, Pinot Noir will pour out. Been having some amazing Pinot with Regan's parents. It's been fantastic. So, Belinda, good morning. How are you going? So another thing I want to talk about today is as well, firstly, we spoke about goal setting, yeah? Knowing what your end goal is, working backwards, building emotional connection with your goals, seeing your goals, putting them up there, always visually walking into your goals and connecting with them. The second one was you do not need to fit in. The better you get at being you, the more sure of yourself you are, the more sure of the world will become with you, yeah? If that makes sense. The more the world will connect with you, so on and so forth. Awesome stuff, Belinda. Great to have you on. So, what else I want to talk about today is why don't you think people have what they want? Or why do you think that people are walking around just living day by day, not much, I sort of want to do this and I sort of want to do that, and Lee, I'd love to do something different. This is what I say to people. How can you expect to have something different if you keep doing the same thing or you think the same way? The first step, where it starts and where it begins, is your mindset. Unfortunately, people are so occupied by so many other things and they forget how important mindset is. When I mean how important, it's everything. Your mind starts you and it will end you, yeah? If you don't master your mind, it will master you. If you have bad conditioning, your conditioning will destroy you. It is simple. So before you want to create something, before you want a new partner, before you want to start a business, before you want anything in your life, you need to master that application in your mind. Tara, how you going? Tara, I think you're in Vegas, is that right? So good morning or whatever it is around the world to you in Vegas. It probably might be afternoon or night actually. So before you want anything in your life, before you want to manifest a family, before you want to manifest a partner of your dreams, before you want to manifest wealth, before you want to manifest your body, before you want to manifest how you want to be a person of contribution, you need to firstly master that, practice that in your mind, and then what you will see is you will do it, and it will slowly start to creep into your reality, your real world, as we call it, without even you knowing. Very, very powerful. So I'll say that again. When you are practicing it, rehearsing it, as I say, and when you go to execute it, you will do things in your real world without even knowing. You become unconscious competence. But unfortunately, the 98% of the world, society, they do not do the preparation, and they make it up sort of, not very good, so on and so forth. And what do you think happens? 30%, they don't like it, they stop it, and it doesn't really feel fantastic, yeah? And that's what it's about. So if you are on a journey of wholeness, if you're on a journey of new beginnings, if you're on a journey of anything, development, and just wanting to better your life, then you need to sit down, close the door, turn the TV off, turn your phone off, and you need to get down and dirty, and you need to do that. Yeah, you can write it down, you can create it, be visual, it's all great. Like I said, visual, auditory, kinesthetic. I'm very visual, and I'm more kinesthetic. I like to see things, and I need to feel things, yeah? So you want to sit down, you want to see your life, and then create that. Get it sorted, do the preparation, yeah? Think of your life as a house. Yeah, if your house hasn't got a good foundation, like a good foundation, if it isn't strong, then when you're building your house, which is your life, if you don't have a good foundation, it's just going to collapse. Yeah, and what that means is you need a good foundation, a good understanding of putting those things into play for your life, of understanding exactly what you want, building massive emotional connection, having a strong reason why you're doing that. Yeah, and a lot of people say, Lee, how do you know this stuff? Do you read a lot of books? Do you study? Yes, I do. And that just sort of sharpens up, polishes the trophy. But what I talk about is, and how I'm expressing myself, is my own trial and error. I'm 36 years old, but I've lived a lot of life, and I've got a long way to go. So when I'm talking to you like this with my passion is because I have lived it. Anything that I want to do, I will say, okay, cool. I'm not just going to go and do it. I will go and live that. So I am teaching from my trial and error, through a lot of money that I've spent, through a lot of time that I've wasted, and so on and so forth. So you need to appreciate that. And what I say with so much passion, because what I'm telling you fucking works. It works. That's why we're getting so successful. It's not because of beast mode and we do this with that. What it's about is that what we share with people is getting people results. And people are amazing because they are so unique, so special, and they're grasping this power, these strategies, this knowledge, and they're taking it and rocking with it, yeah? Remember, people are going to be a lot better than me in certain things in life. I just recommend something to them. I want them to still stay in their power, but just go with the guidance, go with just the formula, and they absolutely rock it. Tara goes over to the west coast of the States these days, 4 p.m. here. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So that is about, so we've talked about goal setting, we've talked about you don't need to fit in, and I don't even know what we're talking about that second time because I'm just, I'm like one of those bouncy balls, you throw them and you boom, boom, boom all over the place, but I'm sure you guys got what I was talking about. So another thing I want to speak about this morning in the hot tube, I'm just trying to get out of the sun here because it's absolutely blinding me. How are we all going firstly? You guys getting value from this? Alright, just let me move it. So what about if I move it this way? Cool. So what I want to talk about work ethic, yeah? I want to talk about how much work you need to do or what you need to do throughout the day to be able to, so you're moving forward. People think you need to move mountains. People need to understand, and they think that, oh, geez, I need to do so much work and it needs to be, I need to strangle myself, and it doesn't need to be like that. When you're doing work throughout the day, it needs to be easy. It needs to be effortless. You need to enjoy the process, yeah? Don't be stressful. Oh, I've got this to do. I've got that to do. So what's the point of doing it? If you aren't enjoying the process, what happens is, if you're enjoying the process, when you get to your end goal, it's going to taste and feel so much better. So change is flow. Flow is change. People get overwhelmed that I've got this and I haven't done that, then I haven't done this and I get overwhelmed. No, just stop, take a deep breath, do what you need to do, time block, have a smile in your face. If something goes over, it's okay. Don't stress out about it. You can only do so much. You can only do so much. And another thing as well, listen to yourself, listen to your body. If you're feeling drained, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling irritated, then there's a reason for that. And it's because you need to take a time off. You need to stop what you're doing. Go for a walk. Get into the sunshine. Connect with nature. Go to the beach or wherever you are. Just stop. Get off your phone. Get off the computer and really connect with yourself. Yeah? Connect with yourself. But if you find yourself, you've got all these bad, all the static and all those bullshit messages in your mind, what you need to do is get out of that. Because what you're focusing on, you will create. Remember, we are an antenna from the universe or the power, whatever you want to call it, yeah? We're an antenna. So what we're focusing on, what's happening in here is going to project out here. So the universe is coming through us, yeah? It's projecting itself through us. The more we are open, the more we have awareness, the more we will manifest what we want in our lives, yeah? I'll say that again. We are all portals. We are all beings plugged into the universe, plugged into the matrix. So we have power, we have energy flowing through us. And our structures of reality is like a filter. If our filter's open, has awareness, and we let that power function through us, what we focus on, we will manifest and we'll have everything we want. But if we're clogged up, if we don't have belief, if there's a lot of static, there's a lot of that bullshit going on, we won't have that, yeah? If we're focusing on negativity, if we're focusing on heartache, if we're focusing on scarcity, the universe is gonna always keep flowing for us and we will manifest that bullshit into our lives. But if we're manifesting abundance, we're manifesting love, joy, happiness, you know, everything we want, then what do you think what's gonna happen? That's gonna come up in our life. And when they say focus, what it is, it's focus. It is continual focus of letting that power pour through you, and you're focusing on that, and then it manifests quickly. That's when they say that. The universe is going to function through you no matter what, yeah? And if you focus, if you've got bullshit here, bullshit will come out here. If you've got greatness and purity and abundance here, that's what's going to come out. And it's simple, we know that we are so powerful. Us humans are so powerful, but we have been conditioned through time, through higher powers, whatever you want to call it, to be suppressed. They do not want awoken people, yeah? But I'm telling you, the uprising's begun. Team Beast Mode International is on a mission to create leaders that lead others. You know, we're bringing ladies in our environment to, you know, have these amazing ladies bring value into our environment, mass education. You know, as I said, to keep telling everyone, you need to watch this space. A wholeness is coming. And when I mean a wholeness is, since we are born, we're always striving to find wholeness. We're striving to have health. We're striving to have wealth. We're striving to have a life purpose to give back. We're striving to have a family to give to our family. We're striving to have amazing relationships and connections. And we're always striving to smile and enjoy life, yeah? So you need to watch this space about wholeness. Something's coming. And I want you to really connect with that. And Belinda's got her hand up. Awesome stuff. And you know what I want to say? I really, really appreciate everyone that's coming into my environment and coming into our environment. You know, like Ali, Belinda, Nathan, Celeste, Hugh, you know, Adam's already part of the Brotherhood. If he has, because I'm not going to say that, but we'll speak about that later, ads. Whoever else is on here that I can only see, let me scroll up. Tara as well, and Adam, of course, and we've got Dana, Dana was awesome. He's been amazing. He started Regan and I on our verge of branding and marketing and really getting our name out there, so we really appreciate that. And then everyone that spends the time to get on the live streams, everyone that just basically makes the time to be around there and appreciates our messages, I just want to say I appreciate you all, yeah? I really do, because there's so many other things that you could be doing right now. There's so many other things that you could be connecting with, and I really appreciate you all for being on, and I'm just sending you my love and so on and so forth. So that was a quick live stream this morning. Goal setting, that you do not need to fit in, understanding yourself, so on and so forth, knowing that you are, you're a beacon and you're a portal for universal consciousness. And what I would just say is, again, with change is flow, flow is change, is understanding that yes, we're always striving to be whole. Yes, we're all striving to have some results in life. Yeah, you do not need to be good at everything, but let's try to be great. You know, when I say good is just good and you're only going to get good, let's try to be great and move on and so on and so forth. So let's just, you know, keep that in mind. Let's do everything with love as well. And you know what? I had a couple messages. A lot of my posts, some people write these, oh, you're this, you're that. They write all this negativity. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone. If someone writes something shit on your post, just delete it. If someone asks something about you or whatever's going on, what have we got there? Whoop. Tara goes right back at you. Awesome stuff. Team Beast Mode is the truth and heart. Thank you very much, guys. So, you don't need to explain yourself. If people write things or if people don't agree and the rest of that, you know, if they're not in your environment, if they don't, you want, you know, if they're not worth that, if you don't really know them, they're not a client and they don't deserve your time, then don't give them your time, yeah? Stay in your power, stay as a whole, stay you, and don't waste your time in explaining something, because then you're going to be talking to two idiots, yeah? Exactly, just delete it. And just stay positive, stay on the goal. Don't get caught up with the chit chatter, don't get caught up in the negativity, don't get caught up in that bullshit. Keep moving forward and always focus on your goals, okay? Sending you my love from my heart center today, really feeling the love. I will see you actually tonight. That's in our 8-week course. So whoever's in the 8-week course, Belinda and the rest of the crew, I will see you tonight. Have an awesome day, absolutely rock it. Change is flow, flow is change. Do everything easy and effortless and just live the best version of you. Have an awesome day.